First President Trump and then defense expert Rebecca Heinrichs on the U.S. firing back in self-defense after Iran struck 3 U.S. Navy destroyers in the Strait of Hormuz with 15 missiles and drones. The U.S. carried out airstrikes in retaliation on 2 Iranian ports in self-defense. Those ports, those facilities there, were shooting on ships. The U.S. says that U.S. Navy vessels are defending themselves. This is self-defense. Joining us now, former Trump counterterror coordinator, Ambassador Nathan Sales. Nathan, it's good to see you. When you hear about this resumption of bombing as Iran balks on the deal, do you think that the U.S. is going to go back in and start with more airstrikes? Because Iran is doing things like bombing a clearly marked Chinese oil tanker. We're going to see more hostilities, more airstrikes from the U.S. and Israel on Iran?
I don't think we know at this point, Liz. I think what the Trump administration is trying to do is exercise a 2-part strategy. One, close down the strait to all Iran-bound traffic to impose crushing economic costs on the Iranian regime, while 2, escorting or coordinating to allow the transfer of U.S. flagged or allied flagships in and out of the strait to sort of take the pressure off oil exports and other commerce. Now, the Iranians have a problem with the latter part of that strategy, and that's why you're seeing them take shots at U.S. naval vessels as well as commercial ships, as well as the port that the United Arab Emirates built outside the Strait of Hormuz to try and bypass this Iranian stranglehold. So it's really up to Iran to decide, do they want peace or do they want to fight? Because if they want to fight, they're going to lose.
Yeah, so what do you make of hawks? U.S. hawks not liking the Iran deal, then in exchange for Iran agreeing to end nuclear enrichment for maybe 20 years, the U.S. would let up on sanctions, return frozen assets back to the regime. The president is demanding that Iran turn over its nuclear bomb material, enough for about a dozen atom bombs. And the hawks on Iran say, keep that blockade on. The president is keeping the blockade on. So this is about, Iran thinking it can stall and delay through the midterms, hoping there'll be some kind of change in Washington to hit back against the president.
Well, Liz, I think the devil is always in the details. And a 20-year limit, it's better than 0, but it's not better than forever. And the only reason the Iranians could ever want to have a nuclear enrichment program at home is to preserve a pathway to a bomb. And that's the thing that the president has said is completely out of bounds. I think time is on our side here. The Iranians can try and drag out negotiations in the hopes that America is going to lose interest and get distracted. But we have the cards. If we play our cards right and apply economic pressure to Iran, the pain is going to magnify over and over and over again. So I don't think the Iranians can withstand sustained pressure from us. Let's use that pressure to bring them to their knees and get the best possible deal.
Thank you, former State Department counterterror coordinator Nathan Sales. Ambassador, it's good to see you. Now.